Blue Origin, the aerospace manufacturer and spaceflight services company founded by Jeff Bezos, is on the cusp of a significant milestone with the upcoming launch of its New Glenn rocket. This event marks a pivotal moment in the company's mission to revolutionize access to space through reusable rocket technology. Overview of New Glenn. Named in honor of John Glenn, the first American astronaut to orbit Earth, New Glenn is a heavy-lift launch vehicle designed to transport payloads and, eventually, humans into space. Standing at over 320 feet, 98 meters, tall, it is one of the largest rockets ever constructed. The rocket features a two-stage design with a diameter of 7 meters, and its first stage is engineered for reusability, aiming to perform at least 25 flights. This reusability is intended to significantly reduce costs and increase the frequency of launches, aligning with Blue Origin's vision of making space more accessible. Blue Origin New Glenn rocket launch, extended context. The highly anticipated maiden flight of Blue Origin's New Glenn rocket is scheduled for January 13, 2025, from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. This launch marks a major milestone for Blue Origin, which has been developing the rocket for over a decade. It is set to be a defining moment not only for the company but also for the commercial space industry as a whole. Key aspects of the release date. The chosen launch window in early 2025 aligns with several factors. 1. Testing milestones. Blue Origin has spent years rigorously testing the B-4 engines, which also power United Launch Alliance's Vulcan Centaur rocket. The delay from earlier target dates allowed Blue Origin to ensure the reliability of its engines and other critical systems. 2. Strategic timing. This inaugural flight positions Blue Origin to meet increasing demand for heavy-lift launch services, particularly with competitors like SpaceX and emerging players vying for dominance. 3. Customer commitments. Blue Origin aims to demonstrate its capability to fulfill upcoming missions for commercial clients and government contracts. This includes partnerships with NASA for the Artemis program and with Amazon's Project Kuiper. Payload and mission objectives. The New Glenn rocket will carry Blue Ring Pathfinder, a prototype designed to validate advanced orbital systems. This payload will serve as a proof of concept for Blue Origin's future ambitions, including satellite deployment, space station logistics, and interplanetary missions. Additionally, this mission will validate the functionality of the payload fairing, which is one of the largest in the industry at 7 meters in diameter. Serve as a demonstration for the rocket's adaptability for both commercial and government payloads. Unique features of the New Glenn. Reusable first stage. The ability to recover and reuse the first stage of the rocket is a major focus for Blue Origin. This stage is designed to land on a drone ship named Landing Platform Vessel 1, stationed in the Atlantic Ocean. Successful recovery would be a game-changer in reducing launch costs. Massive payload capacity, with the capability to carry 45 metric tons to low Earth orbit, LEO, and 13 metric tons to geostationary transfer orbit, GTO, New Glenn is positioned to become a versatile workhorse for diverse missions. Extended mission longevity. The second stage of the rocket can remain operational in orbit for extended periods, enabling more complex missions and interplanetary exploration. Competitors and industry impact. The launch of New Glenn will inevitably invite comparisons to SpaceX's Falcon Heavy and Starship, as well as ULA's Vulcan Centaur. While SpaceX has already established itself as a leader in reusable launch technology, New Glenn's unique combination of payload capacity, reusability, and innovation will make it a formidable competitor. Moreover, this launch could solidify Blue Origin's position as a key player in the commercial space industry, especially as it seeks to capture a share of the lucrative satellite launch market. With Amazon's Project Kuiper planning to deploy thousands of satellites to provide global broadband, New Glenn is likely to become a primary launch vehicle for these missions. Blue Origin's vision beyond New Glenn. While New Glenn is the centerpiece of Blue Origin's current efforts, the company has its sights set on even larger goals. These include Orbital Reef, a commercial space station being developed in partnership with Sierra Space, which could use New Glenn for supply missions. Moon missions. As part of NASA's Artemis program, Blue Origin is developing a lunar lander, and New Glenn could play a role in delivering materials to support a sustainable human presence on the Moon. Mars and beyond, with plans for further advancements in reusable technology and heavy lift capabilities, New Glenn could eventually support missions to Mars and deeper space exploration. Excitement and expectations. As the countdown begins for the January 2025 launch, excitement is building among space enthusiasts, scientists, and industry stakeholders. The successful launch of New Glenn would validate years of development and set the stage for a future where access to space is more cost-effective and widely available. Blue Origin's motto, Gradidum Ferociter, step by step, ferociously, is perfectly embodied by the journey of New Glenn. From its advanced technology to its ambitious mission objectives, this rocket is not just a step, it's a giant leap for the company and humanity's exploration of the cosmos. As launch day approaches, all eyes will be on Cape Canaveral, waiting to witness the dawn of a new era in space travel. Technical specifications. First stage, powered by 7 B-4 engines, each generating 550,000 pounds force, 2,450 knots, of thrust at sea level. These engines utilize liquid oxygen, LOX, and liquefied natural gas, LNG, as propellants, offering a cleaner and higher-performing alternative to traditional kerosene-based fuels. The first stage is designed to execute a controlled landing on a drone ship, known as Landing Platform Vessel 1, stationed in the Atlantic Ocean. Second stage, equipped with 2 B-3U engines, each producing 160,000 pounds force, 712 knots, of thrust. These engines burn liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen, enabling the upper stage to deliver payloads to a variety of orbits, including low Earth orbit, LEO, geostationary transfer orbit, GTO, and beyond. Payload capacity. New Glenn is capable of delivering more than 13 metric tons to GTO and 45 metric tons to LEO, accommodating a wide range of missions from satellite deployment to interplanetary exploration. Manufacturing and launch facilities. Blue Origin's commitment to innovation is evident in its state-of-the-art manufacturing complex located in Exploration Park, Florida, near the Kennedy Space Center. This facility handles the fabrication, integration, and testing of New Glenn components. The proximity to Launch Complex 36, LC-36, at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station streamlines operations, allowing for efficient transportation of the rocket to the launch site. LC-36, a historic site with a legacy of over 140 Atlas launches, has been extensively rebuilt by Blue Origin to support New Glenn missions. Development timeline. The development of New Glenn has been a multi-year endeavor. Initial concepts and planning began prior to 2013, with the official announcement of the rocket in 2016. Over the years, Blue Origin has conducted numerous tests to validate the design and performance of critical components, including the B-4 and B-3U engines. The first flight-ready vehicle was unveiled on the launch pad in February 2024, signaling the transition from development to operational readiness. Upcoming launch and mission objectives. The maiden flight of New Glenn is scheduled for January 13, 2025, from Cape Canaveral. This uncrewed mission will carry the Blue Ring Pathfinder payload, a prototype spacecraft designed to test various systems and technologies that will be integral to future missions. The primary objectives of this flight include validation of launch and flight systems, assessing the performance of the rocket during ascent, stage separation, and payload deployment. First stage recovery, demonstrating the ability of the first stage to execute a controlled descent and landing on the drone ship, a critical step toward achieving full reusability. Payload deployment, successfully deploying the Blue Ring Pathfinder into its intended orbit to evaluate its systems in the space environment. A successful launch and mission will not only validate the design and capabilities of New Glenn but also position Blue Origin as a formidable competitor in the commercial space sector, particularly in the market for heavy-lift launch services. Market competition and strategic implications. The entry of New Glenn into the market intensifies the competition in the space launch industry, particularly with companies like SpaceX, which has established a strong presence with its Falcon Heavy and Starship rockets. Blue Origin aims to secure a share of the commercial satellite launch market and government contracts, including those related to national security and space exploration initiatives. The reusable nature of New Glenn's first stage is expected to drive down launch costs, making it an attractive option for a variety of customers. Future prospects and vision. Looking ahead, Blue Origin envisions New Glenn playing a pivotal role in enabling a future where millions of people live and work in space. The rocket's capabilities are designed to support a wide range of missions, from deploying satellite constellations like Amazon's Project Kuiper, which aims to provide global broadband internet coverage, to supporting deep space exploration missions. Additionally, Blue Origin is exploring the development of reusable second-stage technology, known as Project Jarvis, to further enhance the sustainability and cost-effectiveness of space access. Conclusion. The upcoming launch of New Glenn represents a significant milestone for Blue Origin and the broader space industry. By advancing reusable rocket technology and expanding access to space, Blue Origin is contributing to a new era of exploration and economic activity beyond Earth's atmosphere. As the launch date approaches, the global community watches with anticipation, recognizing the potential implications for the future of space travel and industry.